Hello and welcome to the MRO show presented by Chadwell Supply. I'm your host, Adam Porter, and I'm here at NAA Apartmentalize 2025 in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada with my friend Adam Lowy of Move for Hunger. Adam, how's it going?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me today.
It's lovely to have you. I'm really interested to talk with you about how things are going with Move for Hunger. What have you guys been up to during Apartmentalize?
Oh man, Apartmentalize is one of those things where it's a lot of people, it's a lot of partners in the room. And it's in Las Vegas, which is a very hard place to capture people's attention. But we went big and we launched Jump for Hunger and had 15 people jump off the stratosphere, including someone here from Chadwell Supply, our very own Rhonda Woodard.
Rhonda Woodard, one of our names. Absolutely. I was going to say, if you want to capture some attention, tossing people off of buildings is an interesting way to do it.
This year seems to be the year of throwing folks off buildings, but they raised enough money to help us feed over 130,000 people. It was a lot of fun. It really was.
And so just to be sure, safety protocols, all of them, all the time were followed. We didn't actually toss people. They volunteered and it was a very safe thing. It was a lot of fun.
They signed a waiver. All right.
Fine. They signed a waiver. And give me that number one more time. How many people you're going to be able to feed from what you raised?
They raised enough to feed actually over 130,000 people. It really was an incredible event. Again, part of our mission is not only feeding people, but educating people, raising awareness. The fact of the matter is there are more people hungry now than there were even at the peak of COVID. 47 million Americans struggling with food insecurity. And if you've been to the grocery store lately, you know that cost of food is higher. You know that the cost of housing is higher. You know the cost of healthcare is higher. But what we're also seeing is people still losing jobs, wages staying stagnant. It is more difficult than ever for people that are struggling with food insecurity.
So you're talking about 47 million people. That's about 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 Americans.
1 in 7 Americans in what should be the wealthiest country in the world.
So the resources are there, but sometimes those resources don't connect with the people that need them.
They don't. And, you know, food waste continues to be on the rise. 38% of the food produced in this country ends up in landfills. Every single day, Move for Hunger gets calls from giant food companies or farmers or distributors saying that they have tractor trailer loads full of food that they've got to throw away.
38%, that's more than 1 out of every 3 meals.
Yeah.
That's a crazy statistic, Adam, when you think about that. Because we're all eating, for the most of us, as we can, we're eating 3 meals a day.
Yep.
So if we took one of those meals a day and then just threw that in the trash.
Yeah, that's basically that. The average American family of 4 wastes about $2,700 worth of food annually. Most food waste happens in the home.
So when you think about that, let's talk about solutions, because that's one of the things, one of the reasons I love talking with you, Adam, is because you're a solutions guy. Like you have the statistics down, you can tell us about the problem. What is one of the ways that Move for Hunger is helping reduce the number of wasted food?
Yeah, first and foremost, with the apartment industry itself, we've got about 500,000 units, almost 3,000 properties participating in Move for Hunger. Easy way to have your residents donate their food when they move. Right? Residents are moving out all the time. Let's make moving a little bit more sustainable, more socially responsible. Move for Hunger's got a really great program to help residents donate their food when they move. The food stays in those local communities. Additionally, we do food drives, fundraisers, special events at the property level, having really these turnkey experiences to support the communities that they serve.
So that's one of the biggest things we love to talk about at Chadwell Supply. We're growing nationwide, but we love to invest in local communities. And so what you just said, I wanted to highlight that. I mean, so the food that is collected in the community stays in that community. So neighbors are really helping neighbors.
Absolutely. We don't ship it overseas. We're not driving across country. We really are keeping it right there locally. And there's a lot of properties that already have amazing relationships with the local food banks and pantries. We work our hardest to make sure that food continues to go back into those doors, feeding families.
And so from a logistics standpoint, if I'm on an on-site team, property manager, maintenance supervisor, and I have all this food that's been collected, I don't want another headache, Adam. I don't need another thing to do.
Absolutely.
So how do you help them with that part of the process?
The goal is to make it part of the job, part of the process, right? When it becomes extra, no one wants to do it. I hear that.
Yeah.
Right? But basically, when a property signs up, we provide them with food collection bags, marketing materials, and basically all the resident needs to do is put aside any of their unopened non-perishables. They can leave it in the unit or bring it back down to the leasing desk with their keys. They got to do something when they're checking out anyway. And then they reach out to us. Once they collect 5 bags or more, Move for Hunger will send one of its transportation partners, pick that food up, bring it back to the food bank, and report back to you what that impact was.
So 5 bags of food, they make one phone call. You guys come pick it up. You take it to somebody who needs it. And then you call them up and let them know that they're part of what they did to help out their community.
Absolutely. In fact, you don't even need to pick up the phone to call us. There's a request to pick up button. You can click. We will do the rest. We do the heavy lifting.
So I love it. And so the request to pick up button, where is that? Where can they find that, Adam?
They can find that on the website, but also when they sign up and when they get their property involved, it's included. So we've got all these welcome materials. We've got training guides. We do training webinars. We want your teams to be able to do this. And we also, for properties that have like multiple properties in their portfolio, let's gamify things a bit, right? Let's see who's collecting the most each month.
A little bit of competition.
You're competing on everything else. You might as well be competing about how many people you can feed.
Have fun and help some people. I love that. I love that. So we talked a little bit about how much you were able to raise to feed 130,000, you said?
Yes, sir.
Individuals just over this week of NAA. And doing some fundraising there. What are some other ways that Move for Hunger is out there raising money? So if people want to get involved, maybe they don't have the food to donate, but they can support what you're doing.
Absolutely. We do events all year round. For the month of June, we've got our annual Move to Fight Hunger Steps Challenge, where people can literally turn their miles into meals and walk and raise money for the cause. We've got Team Move for Hunger. If there's any marathon runners out there, we've got spots in some sellout races anywhere from New York City to Tokyo and Berlin.
Wow.
So that's been growing. You can just come to the website and make a donation. Every $25 you donate helps provide 100 meals to families in need. We are that effective and efficient with the money that we raise.
And that's moveforhunger.org?
Moveforhunger.org.
Got you. And you can also check them out on social medias. I know you guys are on all the socials.
Follow us at Move for Hunger. We are on all the handles.
Okay. And so if somebody were out there, they're not an individual, they're a corporation, they're a business, and they would love to host you or maybe do something for you on a larger scale, how do they need to do that? What's that process?
Get in touch with Move for Hunger. We do a ton of team building, employee engagement. Chadwell Supply has actually been really great at that. We've done all sorts of things from food drives to can building competitions. And our goal is to really make that experience fun, educational, but most importantly, impactful.
So fun, educational, and impactful, helping real people in your community, taking care of people who are hungry, making sure that their pantries and their bellies are full.
Yes, sir.
Adam Lowy with Move for Hunger. Thank you so much for joining the MRO show and sharing that with me.
Great to see you again.
And thank you for listening to this episode of the MRO Show presented by Chadwell Supply. If you found this interesting or compelling, please check out moveforhunger.org. Find a way for you to get involved. There are lots of opportunities. And if you would love to have more of the MRO Show podcast in your life, check us out at chadwellsupply.com/podcast.